Today I was reading a report from a UK-centric based games website called Game Central regarding the downfall of Zynga, the Facebook company. And it was talking about the fact that the reason why the company may be losing money is because of the drop in advertisement because there's less people going to the games. Now, I tried, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 Facebook-based games, like Farmville, some Street Racer, um, some RPG, and a couple other games. And one thing I noticed that they all had in common was you were leveling up. That was the fucking game. So in Farmville, you spend hours building this plot, and then you have to fight neighbours for some fucking reason, and then you had to get more friends to play this fucking game to get an item. Now in Street Racer, you leveled up. You had to get a crew, and the bigger the crew or Facebook friends, using the word loosely, then you could access more items. And one thing that I noticed they all had in common was they were a computer game, but with the fun bits taken out. So imagine, shit, even Final Fantasy 13, and that's considered a crap game. And you took out the story, you took out the I don't know, the actual attacks. Well, maybe not the attacks, but you took the story out, which is the main part of that game. Reduced the graphics to something a Super Nintendo could do, and that pretty much is every single Zynga game I've ever played. And if if it wasn't something like that, then they were stealing ideas from other companies. Like they got their own version of Bust a Move. Oh, fuck's sake, what is that game? That PopCap game where they basically copied Pachinko. The problem I think for Zynga is that their games are free, which means that most of us will not pay. I mean, I posed a question to a friend of mine, and I asked him, if you could walk into a bank, empty the bank of all its cash, knowing that you'd never get caught, would you do it? So the problem isn't so much the monetization. The problem is that if a player doesn't have to pay, will they pay? And why would they continue to play games that are shit? Now obviously this is focused towards the casual market. The same people who would probably played Animal Crossing on the GameCube, which I bought. And while playing the game, we have to speak to all the characters, yeah. And one person, where you're supposed to get your farm, says, go and say hello to everyone. Why? And I want to fucking talk to everyone. Just give me my farm, motherfucker. Now that's the problem I have with these types of games. There's no reason for me to do that. Why do I want to talk to my neighbours in a virtual world? Just give me my farm, let me farm the fuck out of it, and sell my shit. What's this, a social network? It's a fucking GameCube game. I can't even connect it to the net, because it doesn't come with the correct adapters to do so. So why would I want to talk to virtual neighbours? And the same with, I remember playing Harvest Moon on the Game Boy, and I thought, okay, so fair enough, it's about farming, yeah, fair enough. And this woman comes up to my character and says, oh, my farm is in trouble, can you help me? No. Go on, please, can you help me? No. Go on, please, fuck off! And then the game said, because you never helped her with her farm, she had to close the farm, and that was the end of the game. And I thought to myself, that was easy. Me spending 100 hours working on someone else's farm when I've got my own. And that's the problem I have with these types of games, especially casual games. They're interesting for about an hour or two. but they get boring. And it's like, well, where's my motivation to play this shit? Well, anyway, that was just my opinion on the reason why I think the Zynga isn't doing well. For me, partly it's because they don't offer anything worth doing. I mean, look at World of Warcraft. There's a reason why it's the largest online role-playing game, and that's because there's content, and they're constantly updating it with content. So even though technically you are just grinding, there's a purpose to it. You're grinding because you want to continue the story, not just for the sake of grinding. Now imagine if you took World of Warcraft and took away the story, the interaction with other characters, and reduced it to a database. That would be a Zynga game.